Hello, welcome back to my channel, Healing with Kearra. So we're looking into our Geminis, any major placements in Gemini, looking into the next 3 months using the Tarot of Unknown Shadows. Ooh. So we have the Devil on the bottom of the deck. And the Eight of Coins underneath that. So there could be an energy of being tempted or being tested to make some sort of financial investment or contribute to something, work on something, give your efforts to something here, but it's like the person that you'll be working for or giving to, investing in, it has like ulterior motives, or is like all money driven, or is like coming from a place of like wanting you to be dependent on them or wanting to put you in a position of lack. Um, there could be a lot of other people that are dependent on this, and like it looks really good from the outside, looks really professional and polished from the outside, but then it's like once you get into it, you'll realize there's like some sort of ulterior motive, or it's not as great as it seems, or these people don't have as much as they seem to, they're not as happy as they appear. It's like will be some sort of business investment or purchase or something that you end up regretting, because then you realize that it was actually taking you away from the things that you care about. Like you realize it wasn't the right choice or something with the Lovers here. This one like already popped out, but it's like it takes you away from your family. It's like you choose to invest in it because you think it's going to be like a good decision for your family, or like better for your family in some way. And then once you get into it, you realize like the amount of time and effort that you have to dedicate to it, or like yeah, the amount of effort that you have to put in order to be successful here is actually more work than you realize. So then it like takes you away from your family, and your goal was to like provide for them or give them a better life, and then now you don't have like as much time for them. or like as much time, or okay, you could have been your goal is like to build or to invest in order to be this stable person, to be able to have a family. Like you're trying to make choices to get you in a certain direction or towards your goals, but then you end up having to work so much, or you end up being in so much debt, or like there's something about it where there's some sort of ulterior motive and you end up giving more to someone else than you benefit out of it. So then you're not able to actually set yourself up to move towards like the type of lifestyle that you want, or like some sort of goal or vision that you have for what your life could look like in the future. It's like this actually ends up being like a negative investment that gets you caught up like time wise or financially, to where then you can't make some sort of start or like get something going for yourself the way that you would like, or try to pursue like having your own family or something. Yeah, so okay, we have the Nine of Wands. So it's like, okay, there's like these people like coming together to like gossip or like talk about the situation. And then we have the Four of Cups, and like the fourth cup is like her face. So what I'm getting from that is like people are not being honest and truthful. Like, even if these other people that are involved in this or are invested in this, like nobody, like everybody in this situation, or people that are invested in this or dependent on this, involved in this in some way, could also be in denial of uh the fact that something is like not as great as it appears to be. Like everyone's kind of putting on a show or wearing a mask. Even when interacting with each other, they're not being fully real or fully straight up or fully telling people what's really going on with them. So then they could just focus on like gossip or tea, or it's like they just get together and like talk about other people, or just talk about like more surface level, like drama, petty type of things, in order to like distract themselves or distract each other from the fact that their lives aren't as great as they may seem or as it appears. But there's also this energy of like you could be going and conversing with certain people that are also involved in this. They're like trying to get their advice or trying to get their perspective. And it's like they're wearing a mask, or they're putting their best foot forward, or they're trying to present something in a specific light, um, so that you won't see like what's really going on with them, or how they really feel about something, or how they really think. Okay, so we have the World and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So with the Eight of Cups here, it's like these two gals are like spilling the tea, but they're like being honest, they're being real. Whereas like with this one here, there's more of this like being worried about appearances, trying to keep up like a certain standard. It's like, getting together in public and like communicating with someone or speaking with someone, but it's like for appearances or for the show of it. Or like, so in modern times we could relate that to, it's like marketing collaborations, or like certain people appear to be really good friends, but it's actually like they just collaborate with each other like on a business level because it helps them get views, or it makes them look good to associate with certain people. Or but it's like these are only like surface level connections, or it only goes so deep, or it's like they only dish about like the drama or the gossip, or like things from like one certain perspective. They don't get real into like what's really going on like behind the mask, or how they really feel, or what's really going on with them. Yeah, it's just, this is more of like a societal keeping up appearances, like how you see like in movies or whatever. Like there's certain places that people have to go and mingle with certain people in order to show that like they're in with certain crowds, or they have those certain connections, or so people will continue to like associate them. in the ways that they need to be in order to be successful, but it's like an appearances thing, and then like you're not really actually being open and honest with those people about like what's really going on in your life or what your life is really like. Is there's like certain things that you like hold back from actually sharing with them, like the more real parts of yourself. So like um say you have friends like online, or like yeah, you're like friends with certain collaborators, or certain people, or like some people who try to like sell stuff online or get people in those like MLM type of pyramid things, like they pretend to be your friend online, or like I feel like a lot of girls use that tactic of like pretending to be your friend online, so then you'll like buy into like their stuff, but then they're not actually like truly dishing with you and truly telling you the tea of like what it's actually like or what their life is actually like. It's like you're only getting like so deep or surface level, or like this one picture of what they want you to see, so that like you'll continue to like buy into it or invest into it or keep working towards it, so that everyone will continue to buy into it. It's like nobody wants to like be truly honest, because then like the whole thing will fall apart, or like if other people don't want to buy into it or invest into it, then it won't work out for them or they won't be successful, right? So it's like they, in order to draw more people into it, it's like they have to keep up appearances and continue to like market themselves in a certain way, and like they'll try to like pretend to like be your friend, but it's like only so surface level. There's like certain levels of them that they're holding back, or that like you don't actually connect on a deeper level or get to know like what's really going on in each other's lives. um because it's like they have like more of just an ulterior motive or like an end goal to like get you dependent on something or hooked into some business scheme, or to get you to like invest into something that they're putting out there, or so yeah, like with this card, it's more of this like these two people are actually dishing and actually like getting down to the nitty gritty, or like actually gossiping here. And then with the Eight of Cups, typically there's this energy of like walking away from something before it's finished, or like with the original Eight of Cups, right? It's like removing yourself or walking away from something that's no longer serving you, walking away from certain behavioral patterns or habits or whatever, leaving something behind before it's fully finished. So right away I was picking up this energy of like um if these people were to be open with you or honest with you, or like tell you how they really feel or how something what's really going on, then it's like you would want to remove yourself from that or walk away from that, or you wouldn't want to be involved in that if you saw um, something deeper, if you saw these people on like a deeper emotional level, or you saw like the deeper level of like what's really going on, or the true dynamics of something that you're thinking about getting involved in, then it's like you would actually want to walk away from it. And so it's like um yeah, they're not actually going to be like totally open and honest and vulnerable here with you. It's like even if you are trying to go to other people and like get their advice or whatever, they're just giving you back the same like whatever, and they it may feel reassuring, but it's like whatever they're giving you back is like the same jargon that like someone above them is like taught them to say in order to keep people feeling secure, or like buying into it, or like keep people sticking around involved in this. Because it's like if you knew like what was really going on, then you would like separate yourself, remove yourself from this, walk away from it prematurely before you saw like any um benefit or growth in it, because it's like you realize it's not really worth it, or you're going to end up owing more than you make or something. And then we have the World in the reverse. So again, it's like with the World, it's typically like being able to end a cycle, close something out, being done with something, having like a whole new fresh start. So if that's your goal with this here, then it's like there's something that's being hidden here, or some truth that's not being revealed, or something you're not seeing. So then you won't able to like get to where you're trying to get, or close this out, or complete the goal you're trying to get. Like you won't be able to end the cycle, like this isn't actually going to work out, and there's some sort of information that's being withheld from you that you're not seeing. Or also just because um, there's something they're not being honest with you about, or fully telling you about in some way, or like they're not giving it to you how it really is, then you don't have all the information that you need to be able to walk away from yourself and protect yourself from this whenever you need to, or like before it's too late, before you're fully invested, or there's like a contract, or before you have some sort of commitment in place. It's like you're not going to know everything that you need to know in order to remove yourself from this, or walk away from this, um, before it's too late, right? It's like, by the time you figure out that like this isn't actually going to like work out, or be what you thought, or yeah, like by the time someone actually like opens up with you, or by the time you start to see like the truth of this, or that it's not going to work out, or that you may need to walk away or remove yourself from this, or that it wasn't a good idea, you shouldn't have invested in this, it's going to be like too late, and you won't be able to remove yourself from this or end the cycle. You'll be like stuck. So it's like you'll have already signed some sort of contract or made some sort of investment, or it's like, yeah, it's like by the time you get the real tea, without like the mask or like some sort of lens veiling it, from you being able to see the reality or the true nature of what's going on, or the true dynamics behind the scenes, um, it's like you have the potential of like getting invested in this or involved in this, or yeah, getting in some sort of commitment that will be really hard to remove yourself from or free yourself from. um, but yeah, it's like once you have the full picture, you see fully something that's going on here, it's like you'll want to remove yourself from something, but then you won't be able to, um, like walk away from something or remove yourself from something. So it's like by the time you realize like this is not benefiting your family, or this is preventing you from being able to go out and do something with your family, then it'll be like too late. You won't be able to get out of it. Or I was just hearing too, like if this is in regards to like a financial situation, then it's like this person has ulterior motives to, or I don't know what I just said. I think I just said in regards to a financial situation. If this is in regards to a romantic situation, then okay, it's like this other person has ulterior motives here. They have like ulterior interests, or it's like they want to get involved in the situation for like your money, um or because of something that you have to offer. Like this person's very greedy. It's like they're an opportunist. They see like the status or the lifestyle that you have, and they want that for themselves, or like they're trying to put on some sort of show to appear to be at some level or some status, so that like yeah, they say like being with you is like an opportunity to have more, or to network with more people, or to get into more doors, or to connect with more people, or get into more rooms than they wouldn't have been able to before. So it's like they have to put on some sort of show, put on some sort of mask. It's like there's something that they're withholding or like hiding from you here about regarding their true intentions of like why they want to enter into the relationship. Like they have some sort of ulterior motive, or they see something that could like benefit them, in the situation. And so it's like they're not being fully straight up or fully honest with you here. It's like if you knew their true intentions, or if you knew what was really going on with them, or where they were really at emotionally, you would want to separate yourself from them, or you wouldn't want to make some sort of commitment to them. Or it's like by the time you figure out where this person's at emotionally, then or like what their true intentions were, or that like they don't really plan on like truly investing in you, or that like their feelings aren't fully genuine here. It's like they were just kind of like playing you, or telling you what you wanted to hear, in a sense, putting on a show kind of. It's like by the time you like figure that out, or by the time you want to like remove yourself or walk away from the situation, it's going to be too late, because you'll already be in some sort of commitment, or like a literal like marriage contract, or it's like you already got something started to where it's like, um, it'll be really difficult to like just end it, or just walk away from it, or just say like, okay, that didn't work out. Or So yeah, say you have some sort of like status or like some sort of higher, like, yeah, you could be like in the military, or you could have just some sort of like higher level, higher status position, or like job. And so then, getting into like partnership, or like actually getting married, or getting into like a more serious commitment with another person, like draws a lot of attention on you, or it's just like a really serious thing. There was like a lot of people invested in this or supporting this in some way, and so then it's like not so easy to just back out of it or just turn around now, or it's like going to be really difficult to like end the cycle once you realize the other person's true intentions, or the real reasons why they wanted to like make something so official or so legit. It's like they had a plan here, so they needed it to be like more serious in some way, or yeah, they needed you to be like fully invested in order for them to like get the max amount of benefit from the situation, or in order for the situation to take them like in the direction that they're trying to go in. It's like they're like an opportunist, so they see the world as like everyone that they connect with, or everything that they do, or all of their interactions, it's like coming from a place of how can I how can I like, yeah, choosing to purposely interact with people that they feel will like um benefit them, or like get them. Yeah, so then it's like if they meet someone else that they feel like will um do more for them, or provide more for them, or will be like even more of an opportunity to connect with, or to be in contact with, or to be friends with, or it's like they'll jump ship on like their friends or their relationships, or their like their social like status or crowd, or like whatever. It's like if they feel like someone else has more to offer, there's like a better opportunity somewhere else, then it's like they'll jump into like new relationships based on thinking that's like that, then going in that direction will get them into like m- more rooms, or like more exposure, or like um more popularity in some way. It's like they're constantly trying to like build their status in some way, so they see other people as like means to be able to connect with even more people, and then like, yeah, then they're constantly like trading up like their social situations in some way. So like with all these cups, it's like they're constantly looking at everyone around them as like an opportunity. Like, is that a better opportunity, or is that an opportunity to connect with someone to like elevate myself? And so then, yeah, like each person, it's like, oh, that's just a connection to get into more rooms, and then they are like constantly in that cycle. So then it's like each time they're getting like leveling up, or getting exposed to like new people, or more rooms, or like new status in some way, then they're constantly networking to see like who they could then meet and connect with, to like then go even further. So it's just like they're just an opportunist, so it's like they constantly want people to be like drawn towards them or invested in them, so that they can just like further um their own like power, their own agenda, or their own status in some way. um so yeah, they see like everybody around them is like a new potential, or a new chance to like connect with someone else, to like network, or go like in another direction. So then it's like they constantly are changing or shaping their appearance to be like to match like whatever they think other people have to offer, in order to like further their agenda. It's like this chameleon type of energy, where they'll just like give back the same energy of like whoever they're interacting with or connecting with at that time, in order to like appear to be like on that person's level, so that they can again just like further their own status, or like, yeah. So it's like if this person were to just like open up and be real with you, or like tell you their genuine honest intentions, or the way that they think or see the world, like if they were to put it out there bluntly, or like be real about it, um then it's like you would want to walk away from this or remove yourself from this. Like you wouldn't want anything to do with this. So that's like they're very aware of this. So they know how to like put on a certain show or put on a presentation or like tell people exactly what they like or exactly what they want to hear in order to like please them or come across really comforting to them, or they like to come across as like just what people need or something. So that's how you feel, is like, oh, this is just what I need. And so then it's like you kind of like go all in. And then by the time it's like you're too deep in it or like too committed or it's too serious or it's, yeah, by the time you get like a clear picture of like what this person's really like on the inside or how they really feel or their perspective, what they really think, it's like maybe they get a little too tipsy one night and they kind of like open up and say a little bit like too bluntly, or like they're a little bit too honest about their intentions, and it like starts to kind of come through here, but then it's like going to be really difficult to just back out of it, to just end it, to just walk away or just remove yourself from it here. It's like um you'll have to wait for like the right timing in order to be able to like free yourself or remove yourself from the situation and get into like a better space. It'll be like kind of like a whole thing. It was with focus and boundaries. Okay, so I'm going to read both of those for you. If you've been feeling scattered, now is the time to home in on your desires. Time to be direct and very clear with your intentions. Watch your thoughts because you are drawing into your life what you are focusing on. Meditate on this card when you want clarity and directness in thought and speech. Boundaries. Stand your ground. Be your own guardian and take up space. This is not the time to play small. Honor your space and create healthy boundaries in your situation. Meditate on this symbol when you want to set a healthy boundary and stick to it. Jaguar can also help you keep your integrity and standards high. 100% excellent advice. Let's get a little bit of um, tea here. With all this tea on the table, let's just spill the tea. Spill the beans, since it's like they want to put on such a show here and such an act. It's like, let's go ahead and get it out of them, right? They don't want to. Dang, I maybe should have taken, we had Stand Your Ground come out, and I don't know why I thought it was like more cards than it was. I don't know. We just had, oh yeah, so this one I put back, but then I was like, I don't know, that may have actually been. And then we also had the Tantric Sex card came out with something else, and I just now put it back for some reason. Oh, yeah. So they could use sex as like a manipulative tool. Here, they could like try to draw you in and allure you with sex. And so it's like you have to kind of like stand your ground. Something else came out with the tantric card. Don't know what it was. Um, I was just thinking about the standing your ground. Anyways, yeah, so definitely I feel like they could try to use like their sexual allure or try to like draw you in here with certain tactics. So it's like you'll have to really stand your ground to defend yourself against um, anything like that. Yeah, this person definitely tries to like lure you in or like draw you in here by using your desires against you. So we have under spiritual attack and insecure. So it's like they do this because they're very insecure or yeah, they don't feel like confident or secure within themselves in some way. So it's like they have to be like a chameleon and just like adapt everybody else's energy, or it's like they always have to like move on to what they think is going to be like a better opportunity for them in order to continue to feel secure within themselves because they don't just like naturally have that already. And we have fake friends, the bottom of the deck, and game over. So yeah, um, that is all I have for Gemini. So definitely protect yourself in the next 3 months. Be very vigilant here. Um, Again, I'm going back to that scenario of like sometimes these online people try to like pretend to be your friend in order to draw you in or get you to invest in like their businesses or there's a lot of like there could be a lot of that type of energy or yeah, and then it's like once it's you're already going to be like committed or invested in some way by the time you realize um that these people are not really your friends or they had some sort of like weird intentions here or like this wasn't actually the best idea. Um, yeah, or like they were selling like something in an inaccurate, whether it's like um, a business investment or like a relationship. It's like either way, they're like selling some sort of fantasy or some sort of illusion that it's like not actually going to be like that once you get involved in the situation, or you're not actually going to have the type of success to where then you can indulge in the way that you're being told or being promised or it's being offered to you. Um, so yeah, if it's like a relationship, this it's not actually going to turn out to be like to some quality or some level. Like they try to like seduce people into thinking like in the beginning or when they first meet them. Um, yeah, if it's like a job or a business opportunity or something that you can invest in, then it's like actually going to take you away from being able to fulfill your desires or like partake in the things that you enjoy or that you thought you would be able to. It's like not going to take you in the direction that like they're promising, or you're not going to have like the comfortability or like the extra funds to participate in like certain activities or yeah, take it however it resonates. um, there could be just kind of like a lot going on for you the next 3 months, Geminis. So watch out, certainly. And thank you so much if you watched this far into the reading. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you have a really great day.